Okay. Back 4 opener. A little bit interesting a gambit against Dragunov especially. Okay, the wall's really good. I discovered down 2. Okay, decent reversal. Yeah, it's like the names are different, right? So it's like, okay, not a great combo. Okay, a little bit late on the down for 2-1 duck. Okay, good duck, late on the punish. The ping is good, but the rollback is kind of nasty. Okay, solo back 4 poke. Yeah, it's really annoying to deal with. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he had a deep step right there in that position to get off of the wall. Like, yeah, the 4-4-3, obviously he's swinging right from his left to right, so it does splat that direction, which means the spin's going to go that direction. So, like, deep step, even like deep step right back 4-3 might be okay. You can at least possibly get like a wall lift in it with Dragunov, but...
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, there we go. Nice stepping. Stepping 2 solo, interesting. Nice movement. Okay, off-axis combo Dragunov, you should open with back 2-1. Okay, then he chases off the wall too. Doesn't even want to try to go for any sort of recovery. So, yeah, Demon needs to work on his wall combo technique. Strash still doing the deep dash down 4-3. That's not good. Don't do down 4-3. Steppable like both directions. I think it barely has any tracking when you're even at like +2. Sorry, like it only has some tracking when you're at like Mondo plus. But otherwise, you can step it, as far as I remember, both directions pretty easily. Yeah, back 3 plus 14S, I believe.
KO.
Yeah, also after this running 2 combo, I think 3-1-2 would probably be better due to the wall axis. So, right, so 14 or whatever, 14 or 16S, running 2 on 18, median coming. So on this wall axis, either deep step right with 3-1-2, otherwise 3-1-2, same thing with Dragunov's right hand. Yeah, he'll push off of the wall. So usually if the wall's to your left, 3-1-2 will resplat, and back 4-3 is the opposite. Back 4-3 will splat to your right. I think I talked about that in one of my Dragunov videos. And then median coming back too. Yeah, I have Tekken coming. No choice.
Round 3. Fight.
Okay, counter hit. Don't do the dumb combo. Okay, that's fine. Oh well, it was. Yeah, I'm gonna say in this position the Shining Wizard would be okay, quote unquote. But I think it's better to go for like a deep step 1+2-2 variation because at least you'll keep him off of the wall. And then down back 2-3 might give you a chaotic like wall splat option, but at the same time it's better than cashing with this down 2-4, especially when you're going in for like an immediate down 2 and Tekken vulnerability, right? The Demon Shard here doesn't do anything, he just techs. And then like, okay, my opponent's just whipping right in my face. Okay, nice movement. Neutral hop kick, interesting. Not terrible against Dragunov because Dragunov 10 frame and 11 frame is dog shit. Yeah, Dragunov has to use 2-1 for like 21 damage. No, it doesn't even 21 damage, 19 damage plus 6. Nice movement. Okay, in erroneous error. That's launch punishable. Wall stand 1-3 is launch punishable Dragunov nowadays. Neutral 2. Yeah, neutral 2 is pretty strong. Especially it's once you're getting waiting for the wall, where Dragunov wall stand 1-3 will no longer be a wall bounce option. Open field, it's much more valuable versus when you're at the wall. When Dragunov can do it's a hard commit duck option wall stand 1-3. Especially if the opponent is not really going to punish it properly. It's a good idea to use it, period. But same time, you know, playing as Dragunov, you can try people to get to try to retaliate with a low, and then yeah, Armor King has no lows that are better than -13. So every single low he does, except for down 3, sorry, at 12, but it's still -12. Yeah, also same thing, Dragunov has no good option to deal with ground state. So yeah, the tackle or the spear option is really smart because like best Dragunov can do here is probably like down 3 or like full crouch buffer down 3. Down 2 is inherently risky because yeah, you might not get the proper input if you're unaware of the current stand state. Running, yeah, 4-4-2. I don't know why they made 442 safe.
Fight.
Armor King is a character who I think got way overbuffed. Armor King wasn't in a great space, but at the same time, it's like how do you buff the shit of Armor King and Dragunov still doesn't get shit. Okay, that's a meaty flip over combo, by the way. You should recognize the situation, Strash. The CD1 causes axis issues on purpose, right? There's combo lines where you can do like dark upper CD1 and get to their back. So you should be aware of the situation. Like as soon as you did it, I knew it was going to happen. And I don't even really play Armor King. So yeah, this situation specifically, you should be fully like cognizant of it. So either like meaty down 3, meaty forward 4, or even an option like down forward 1+2 is not terrible, although kind of a little bit inherently risky. Okay, light punish as well. -14. I mean, granted, I guess you're not going to be doing fucking dark upper just frame here, but that's a 14. So you should shoulder that. Uh-oh, we're going to the other wall, and by other wall I mean literally the wall that's downstairs, like the other wall. Oh, bad. He should have saved it. Okay, so he just took the unskilled hit. Sure. Yeah, 3-1-2 is not great for breaking the wall. 3 hits, and it barely does more damage than the instant wall stand 1+2. A nice movement, but no committal on the dark upper, or sorry, the death sandwich. Free option, wow. Yeah, fishing. So let's see here. So basically range 3. Okay. Yeah, you just have to let him whiff, but at the same time, I guess Armor King's whiff punishment off full crouch isn't great.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay. Down 4 gambit open, running 2 rebut. Obviously late on the punish. Up 4-3, pretty risky. Dragunov's not going to be going low in that position, and if he goes mid, he's going to go fast enough that he's going to interrupt up 4-3 rebut. Okay, I think you could have picked up there. I think. Yeah, maybe not. It would have been close. Oh, interesting. Okay, good shining. Yeah, chasing down after shining is not smart. Yeah, once again, the frames with Armor King shining option, like the running power bomb, are like nowhere near as good as normal Kings. So yeah, the CD4 I suppose not terrible because at least you OS wake up 3, but it's probably better to once again wait for your opponent to do what they want to do, especially when you consider like your wall positioning, right? So you're initiating the power bomb at open field, and now you're at the range where like a 4-4-4 will be a wall bounce. So don't forget about your actual own options on whiff punish especially, and also obviously wake up 3 in this position is -12. So wall stand 1 is not good. Luckily, Shara's 1-3 was late, and even though Shara really shouldn't be using 1-3 anyway, it literally does 3 more damage than like 2-1, and it's 5 less frames. And Dragunov needs +6. In case it's not obvious, Dragunov needs the frames. Otherwise, he's a pretty doo-doo character. Yeah, I like the rank 2. Nice down 2. Back to open field. 3+4 out. Okay, no punish. I mean, the 1+2 throw is okay. Okay, I don't hate the meaty 4-3 idea. Although that might have been an input error on running 3. But 4-3 would have been smart. Okay, what set up this kill? Ah, just neutral forward 2. The demon already had committed to the running 1+2 option.
Round 2. Fight.
Initial 2. Okay, yeah, you should be using a CD1 line there. He's a big boy. Okay, a little bit too far. I don't like the down 4. I think that was erroneous down 4. Down 4, even the first hit on down 4 of -16 on block. Oh, I definitely don't like the Frankensteiner. Oh, sidestep 4, yeah, you should be sidestepping into the wall here to try to get off of the wall. Like anytime you get a side splat like that, especially, yeah, deep step right. Like this might even be like deep step, sorry, left. Deep step left into like up 4-3 might even work, or down 4-3. I think at the bare minimum you could have done deep step left down 4-4, down back 2-4. Probably would have worked. But yeah, the down 2-4 is really bad. Because I think that's, I want to say minus 12. Obviously, the second hit of down 2-4, most characters can just jab it. Not every character, though, so you have to be careful. So go into like practice mode to find your character if your character can jab down 2-4. But yeah, Dragunov I know for a fact can. For float, keep in mind. Bet. Okay, good punish. I don't like the neutral idea, but good punish nonetheless. Oh yeah, one small note here, Shar or Strash. When you're neutral, you're playing neutral like 2.5 against Dragunov. You really should be deep stepping left. Yeah, the almost desperation, Dark or whatever. The capitals are really frustrating. I would say don't be so quick to go to capital punishment, because once again, it is decently linear. It has a little bit of like big hitbox to it, but it is decently linear. Wow, what a read! Don't. If this is for Demon Char, if you don't have to use your spin, don't use your spin. So here's something of note, right? So one hit, 2, 3, 4. So what you should do here is 3-1-4. And the reason you should do 3-1-4, 3-1-4 will wall splat on your 7th hit, and then you do QCF 1+2. Off of QCF 1+2 on your 8th hit, that still allows for 4-4 to hit. So once you do a 4-4 on balcony break, that means you're at the wall because you're playing Dragunov. Worst come to worst if you're not really confident in 4-4 execution. Also, side note with Dragunov, you actually have to deep dash 4-4. You can't just hit 4-4. You have to like 4-4-4-4. But still, you're getting to the wall. So like anytime you can save your spin, you should save your spin. Especially when you consider the fact that the damage that's front loaded with Dragunov is not super great, and his wall is not super great, but it's like the symphony of the two shits together makes the character okay. So like it's very important that you get to the wall. So I imagine Strash here, yeah, he's eating 3 hits of wall break for down 4-1-3. He's going to go for down 4-3 into unskilled down 4 again. But Oki, well, he drops it. You know what's better than unskilled hit? So 3-1-4, let's see. Okay, so like 3-1-4, QCF 1+2, 4-4. So after your wall here, it's not a kill. He would be left with about like 7 to 10 points of health. But it's like super, super important. So you have to like figure like all the math in your head to front load as much as possible, and also not to use spin when it's unnecessary. Now, granted, if you started your combo here, like on the opposite wall, instead of like near open field. Yeah, right. You're this is midfield open field. So like I'm talking here. Then it's like okay, then the idea for maximizing damage potential early is good. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you should be looking like thinking 4-dimensionally. Think of where you're gonna be and what you can do in the future. Oh man, back 1-2. That's such a huge change. Empty jump 3, sure. I don't like it, but sure, why not? Wow. Sidestep 3+4, shining out of the air again. Yeah. Once again, you're basically 0. Like you're 0 after Shining Wizard. You gotta remember you don't have frames. No duck. Only +2 if I remember correctly though, because they nerfed it. Because fuck Bandai Namco. Okay, wall push. Back 2, wall stand 1+2. Sure. So yeah, how did you drop this? A meaty forward 4, empty jump 3, wall stand 2. Like I said, why not? I don't like it. Back 3. Okay, sidestep 3+4 to get off of the wall. Shining. Oh, yeah, you got the shining and then you pushed in at +0. Yeah, and worst of all, does down 4 even like consistently hit grounded? I mean, against Dragunov, it probably would. But I don't even know if that's even like a consistent option. It probably is. Maybe I'm thinking of Jack. Yeah, back 2, wall stand 1+2 incoming. Okay, so yes, trash. I would say careful with power bomb ender, spin option ender. Once again, you have like no frames to push in. So the big distinction between, King and Armor King is the complete lack of the ability to end with like a Shining Wizard, right? You open field Shining Wizard or combo Shining Wizard, it's the same thing basically. It's not your turn. And if the opponent has like experience to how to like option select your incoming, there's literally nothing you can do. That's not to say you don't always have to do something, but like you should be thinking of like a 3+4 idea. Sometimes maybe even a power crush meaty. There are ways to beat the even frames, but the idea is you have to, reversal. Or sorry, you can't reverse, my bad, because you have a punch parry, right? But yeah, like, power crush, 3+4s, even like a 1+4, same thing. At least if you get hit, you're airborne. But yeah, I wouldn't. Down 4, I think, is just you probably played against someone who gets hit by down 4 in that position. But like realistically, it's never gonna work, especially when you consider how slow down 4 is. But other than that, yeah, work on not committing to down 2-4 combos. Down 2-4 really should only be used when you have like an on-axis splat. So as soon as the wall axis gets into play with like off-axis options and whatnot, like shit goes south really fast. So I mean, you saw it quite a few times in your just 2 games. I think there was at least 2. I think there were 3 situations where it's like, you probably shouldn't go for a down 2-4. Other than that, like I said, when you had, that was in game 1, round 3, I think it was, where you had the counter hit down 4-2 on open field. You should have been thinking deep step, side step left, 1+2-2, which makes me think that you probably don't do the 1+2-2 combo variation like ever. So yeah, once again, you should be looking to do that. Because yeah, you can get a lot of juice out of down 4-2, where you might not normally be able to squeeze anything out of it. So like I said, just the recognition that that's a possibility is something you should be thinking of. Other than that, yeah, down 4-3. Don't do down 4-3. Use back 4 or wall stand 2. I mean, I don't even like wall stand 2, but wall stand 2 is significantly better than down 4-3. So don't do down 4-3. I think down 4-3 is like same thing. It's good in a few situations, but in like 95% of the situations, you're gonna die from down 4-3. So don't do it. Okay, hopefully that helps out.